If you want to build momentum in your real estate business, it's going to take taking specific action on specific areas. Today, what I want to do is I want to share with you 5 texts that you can send this week that will begin to build that momentum you're looking for. In our business, communication is everything, and we have to understand that the business is not just going to come to us. So what is it that we can do in a way that we can communicate outward that gives us an opportunity to have those conversations coming our direction? That's what I want to do today. I'm just going to break this down. I'm going to give you 5 specific types of text that you can send. Now, and I say text, these could be emails, these could be DMs, but I'm going to focus in on the text because that is where I'm seeing conversion and also relationships being built. So let's start with the first one, the database re-engagement text. This is one of the most effective texts that I've used to be able to re-engage maybe some cold prospects or some prospects that we haven't been able to talk to, or maybe we've just neglected staying in contact with. So this is exactly what this text should sound like. This is, insert your name, with your company. You've been receiving emails with homes from my website for a while now. I don't want to send you emails you're not interested in, but I also want to make sure I'm providing you info that is relevant if you do want the info on homes. With that in mind, should I modify the frequency of emails, price range of homes, or modify the criteria for the homes my website sends you? This is a text you're not going to want to send out to 100 people. This is where you're going to do 10 to 15 per day. This is a great way to re-engage. Now, let me just say this. There are going to be some that are going to say, come back and say, take me off your list. That's fine. We can't make and build a business on maybes. We need yeses and nos. But what you might find is hey, these are perfect, exactly what I want. Or they may say, actually, now we're looking for a 4th bedroom instead of just that 3-bedroom I originally told you about. That leads to a conversation where you now have the ability, because they've reached back out, to reach out and say, hey, I just want to get a few more details. And you can see when the time frame, if anything's changed on that, and also it gives you the ability to see if they're ready to buy right now. This is another way to re-engage a database that maybe you've neglected, or maybe that you haven't had the ability to talk to a lot of folks. Make sure you send this text out. This is the one I would absolutely start with if you've got a database that maybe has turned a little cold on you. The second is a video walkthrough of a new listing that just hit the market. Now, I'm going to tell you, some of these I'm going to talk to you about. That first one, that could be a text that you send just with text in it. But some of these, it's going to be even more valuable if you send a video text. And this is one of those. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to separate ourselves from any of the other buyers agents that are out there, or any of those people that they may be talking to otherwise. We want to stand out. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually find that property as soon as it hits the market. If you think of somebody it might fit for, and odds are if you're working with multiple buyers, it may fit for a group of people, and so you can knock out maybe 4 or 5 of these texts to different groups of people. So what we want to do is we want to set the appointment to go by and do a video walkthrough of this new listing with the listing agent. Now, when we go do this, we're going to stop right in front of the house, and we're going to basically do a quick selfie text video that is going to be the first video we're going to send to them. That's going to sound something like this. Hey, this is Jimmy. This house just hit the market this morning. I know you probably got an email from me, but what I wanted to make sure is I wanted to make sure that you got a chance to see the inside of this house, because as soon as I saw it hit the market, I thought it might fit for you guys. I'd love for you to give me the feedback on this place, and if you'd like to come see it, then obviously we can set that up. I know this will probably save you some time to be able to see whether you might want to see it or not. And if it's one that just doesn't fit, any feedback you can give me on this place would be very helpful, because that's going to give me the ability to refine what I'm looking for you guys, so that I make sure that I find you the perfect place. Now let me go walk you through these in the following videos. Now, you're going to do that to each person you're going to send that to. And then what you're going to do is you're going to send, and you're going to use the 0.5 on your phone when you're walking through there. Reduce it down to 0.5 so that it makes it a wider screen. And what we're going to do then is we're going to actually do a video walkthrough. I like to start at the front of the home, do an introduction of the home, the price, the size, the typical details. And then I'll walk towards the front door. I like to clip these at about 30 seconds, stop, and start another video. The reason being is that sometimes what can happen is depending on the phone or the phone that they have, the video can be too long to be able to text. So I like just to break it down, and then I'll send it in a series. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in the front door. I'm going to pan around the entire room, slow panning each room, and I'm going to walk through, and I'm going to explain some of the things that I'm seeing in the house as I go through that. I'm going to end this video back out front with another selfie video. Hey, again, I'd love to have your feedback on this. If it's something you'd like to take a look at, let me know, and I'll be glad to set up a time that's convenient for you. what we're doing here is we're building relationship on top of putting product in front of people. Ultimately, we're here to sell real estate. So the best way that you can sell real estate is giving people the opportunity to say yes or no to buying real estate. This is a way that we can separate ourselves out, because I'll promise you other agents are not doing this for them. And it gives you the ability to understand what's actively out on the market. Not only are you doing this, because you notice I broke that up where now we've got the walkthrough. If someone else comes in and is a buyer that you see 2 months from now and that place is still in the market, you can send that and say, hey, look, I did this video walkthrough a little while back on this place. Let me send it to you. I'd love to get your feedback on it. Well, now you're giving a little more value and you're securing that relationship. Make sure you're utilizing this opportunity to send these types of texts, and you're absolutely going to secure more business. Next up is a driving through your neighborhood text. And this is, again, another video text that we're going to send. One of the things that we can do to stay in contact with our previous buyers or our previous clients is to make sure that we personalize the communication we've got to them. Of course, we're going to have the information that we're sending out about properties that come on the market like theirs that may affect their value. But what is it that we're doing on a personal level to make sure that we're doing that? One of the most effective things that I've seen on doing this is to literally stop the car and shoot a video text. Now I'm just going to break this down on something this should be, just give you a framework of what this should sound like. Use your own, what would be your personality? What would you say to these folks? It shouldn't necessarily sound exactly the way I would with mine, but I want to give you a framework that you can work with. So here's what I typically do. I will pull over a lot of times if it's in a neighborhood, somewhere that's very easy for people to see where I'm at. I'm sitting in the car and I'm literally going to take my phone here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it up and I'm going to shoot just a simple video that is a selfie video. Now, sometimes I'll prop it up on my steering wheel or whatever I'm wanting to do, but I want it to be personal. I want this to be something that is not polished, but it's just almost like, hey, I thought of you guys. And so here's what it looks like and sounds like. Hey, I was just driving through the neighborhood and I was just remembering and thinking about you guys. And I just want to say thanks for obviously entrusting me with helping you guys find the place. Hope you guys are still loving the place. Hope your family's doing well. Just know I'm here if I could ever be a resource for you or anybody that you know. And I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. That's a simple video text. Now, you can get more detailed. You can get more personal. You can get less personal, whatever it is. The idea is to have the communication. Now, what you've done here is you stayed top of mind with a potential referral source. You've also stayed top of mind with someone that eventually is probably going to sell their home or want to buy an investment property. This is a great way and a text that will absolutely create momentum for opportunities for referrals and repeat business. Next up is a text that is a I had to share this with you text. Now what this is this is a great way for you to promote some of your new listings that are coming. It's a great way for you to generate potential referrals and possibly even have a conversation with a past client or someone in your sphere of influence that's thinking about buying. So I want to break this down. Again, this could be a video text, but what I want to do is I want to mix these up a little bit. I'm going to give you the text that I would send, and then if you decide you want to do a video, it's even more impactful. The text will sound something like this. I hope you're doing well. I had to share this with you in case you know of someone who might be interested. I'm getting a home ready for market that is going to be an amazing deal and great home for someone. I can't share the full details until we get it on the MLS, but it is a 3-bedroom home with 2 baths located in whatever area it is, that will be priced around whatever the price will be. I know this great home is going to sell quickly, so I wanted to make sure you were aware in case you know of someone that would possibly be interested in knowing about this as early as possible. Thanks for sharing it and connecting me with anyone you know who might have an interest in this amazing home. This again is another touch point where we're giving something of value. We're absolutely sharing. It's almost like we're pulling the curtains back and we're letting them know about a special deal that's coming or something that we have that is coming to the market where they're almost getting to kind of be behind the scenes and know about it before everybody else. It makes them feel special. It gives us an opportunity to generate some potential buyers for that listing, and it also gives us the ability to reconnect with some of those people in our sphere of influence. Again, if you wanted to shorten this in any way or use this as just a model, figure out what this should sound like in your words. However, if you decide to shoot this with a video, be excited. Be excited. I could not share this with you guys. I've got a great home that's getting ready to come to the market, and I wanted to make sure in case you knew of someone that I got you the information so you could share it with them before everybody else knows about it. Show some excitement if you're going to do the video. This is a great way to create touch points with your past clients, with your sphere of influence, and also create additional opportunities for your business. Next up is a thank you for the referral text. Now, a lot of times what happens is we think there's just this window of opportunity right after something closes or right after they send the referral for us to make sure that we thank them. And if we miss that, we don't go back. Let me just say this. There's never a wrong time to say thank you, especially to someone that sent a referral to you. So whether that's been 2 years ago, 3 years, and whether you've already said thank you or not, saying thank you again absolutely has benefits. First off, it's just the right thing to do. Secondly, it gives you an opportunity to move yourself back top of mind for that potential referral source. So for example, if maybe this was someone in your sphere of influence, they sent it to you, then maybe you're going to send a text, and I like the video because this is personal, is, hey, I was just sitting here thinking about all the people that have helped me grow my business, and I thought of you, and I remembered when you sent the Smiths to me. One of the things I want to make sure of is that you may have sent me a prospective buyer, but now I have a friend. They have become great friends. They're in the home that they love, and I just want to say thanks for thinking of me. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciated you and trusting me with your friends. And just know I'm here if I can ever be a resource in any way in the future for you or anyone else that you know. Something along those lines is just a reminder for those folks. Now, let's think about this if this was someone that was an agent, an out-of-town agent that sent you a referral. Could have been years ago. But you just need to make sure that you stay top of mind. This is a text that you might want to send to them. Hey, I was just sitting here thinking about all the people that have helped my business in the last couple of years really grow. And I remembered when you sent the Smiths to me as a referral. Listen, I wanted to tell you, you may have sent them as a buyer prospect, but they've become friends. And I just can't thank you enough for the impact, not only on my business, but it's had on my personal life. And I just wanted to make sure you knew how much I appreciate it. Listen, if you think of anybody else that I can help, I would love the opportunity to do that. And I would appreciate you keeping me in mind. And just remember, I'll always treat them like family, and I'll pay you a 30% referral fee instead of the typical 25%. Hope your business is doing well, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. That's a video text that keeps you top of mind. I like to give a little bonus, where instead of the 25% typical, I do 30%. This gives us a way to make ourselves stand out and stay top of mind if that agent in a different market has someone coming our way. Nothing's going to happen unless you make it happen. So it's about you taking action and communicating on a daily basis with people that can help you do more business. These were 5 texts. These are examples. Take these, think about it, get creative in your business, make the outreach to those prospects specifically through text, and I know you're going to do more business. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.